Om Namah Shivaya, Episode 36, Chapter 8, Verses 11, 14 and 15. The required qualification to be Vedavits and what our accomplishments will be. Verses 11 and 14 states the required qualification to be Vedavits. Verse 11 says, number 1, we must be able to analyze the entire Veda, especially the Vedanta Sastra. Yat Aksharam Vedavido Vadanti. We must know that Brahman is not subject to destruction and is not time-bound, and we are that Brahman. Aham Brahm Asmi. This is a teaching to be understood. It is not an experience. Number 2, for this we must be committed to gain the knowledge of Brahman by living a life of discipline, which means studying, meditating, contemplating, self-analysis, etc. in the presence of the teacher. Yat ichanta brahmacharyam charanti. Number 3, for this we must be renunciate, free from binding desires, no likes, no dislike. Yat yatata vitaraga vishanti. We must dedicate our life to the pursuit of this knowledge to gain moksha, not interested in wealth and pleasure. And number 4, when we have these 3 qualifications, we are ready for the teaching of gaining Brahman, which is the ultimate end and most worshipful. Tatte padam sangrahena pravakshe. Verse 14 tells us, number 1, for this our mind must see no other except Ishvara as oneself, Ananya Cheta. Number 2, for this we must constantly analyze and contemplate upon the knowledge of Brahman until we remember Brahman for a length of time. Satatam yo mam smaranti nityasaha. This orientation is required to correct all habitual errors, as we have been living our entire life with a false notion that this body, mind, senses is Atma. So to correct this, we have to dwell upon the knowledge of Brahman for a length of time to correct this false orientation. And number 3 says that when we are that yogi, tasya yoginaha, who is constantly dwelling upon the knowledge of Brahman by uniting our mind with Brahman, nitya yuktasya, we gain Brahman easily. Aham sullabha. Because Brahman is the source of all love, contemplating upon something we love is gained easily. It is natural. Contemplating upon Brahman is a joyful affair. Verse 15 states our accomplishment. Sri Krishna says that having reached me, reached Brahman, Mam Upetya, we have gained ultimate success. Paramam Samsiddhim Gata. We have become wise. Mahatmana. We do not gain another birth. Punarjanma na apnuvanti, which is an abode of misery, dukkha alayam. It is finite, asasvatam. Many of us think that fame and fortune is ultimate success. But we are reminded that this body is an abode of misery, dukkha alayam, as it is subject to three kinds of pain. First, pain caused by our own self-ignorance, not knowing that we are not this body, mind, senses, but we are Satchit Ananda Atma. Second, pain caused by our loved ones. Their pain is our pain due to our collective karma. And number three, pain caused by the unknown forces in this universe, like volcanic eruption, flood, fire. This cause pain. The only way to get out of this pain is to gain the knowledge of Brahman, which will destroy our sanchita karmas, and we will gain moksha, liberated. Then only we will not gain this body, which is an abode of misery. At verse 15, we shall take a break, and next we are going to learn about Brahma, Lord Brahma, the creator of this world. That his one day is equivalent to our 4.32 billion years. And his one night is another 4.32 billion years. And his longevity is 36,000 years. Which means if we fail to gain moksha right now, here and now, then we will be going in this endless cycle of birth and death, which is an abode of misery indefinitely. That's the reason why they are giving us this knowledge. So with this, we shall conclude today's section with Om Namah Shivaya.